This project was the most money I've ever saved, like had cash at one time. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica and I talk about frugal living, fitness, motivation, and minimalism. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how I cash flowed nearly $20,000 for 2 new metal roofs for my property. So if you're watching this video timely, you might be wondering where I've been for the past few weeks. So as I mentioned in a previous video, I'm active duty Air Force and soon I'll be deploying. So right now I'm at an undisclosed location for a certain amount of time in quarantine before I go to my deployment. My deployment is at an undisclosed location and it'll be for several months, and it'll be dusty and sandy. So let's get to the video. So in this video I want to explain how we cash. If I'm talking kind of quiet, it's because I have a roommate, so I'm trying not to wake her up. So in this video I'm going to be talking about how we cash flowed $18,300 for 2 new metal roofs for our property. When I say our property, at my current assignment, I'm able to stay at my family's property, which it's like a duplex house kind of that my mom and I live in. And I'm taking advantage of this assignment to fortify this house and the land for another 100 years. So when I retire, I have the option to move back home. Anyway, so one of the things this house needed was a new metal roof. The roof was leaking and it had a shingle roof on it, and the shingles were replaced several times already. So we decided to get a metal roof, and the roof was really bad in the kitchen area. It was leaking. We had buckets covering the whole kitchen because it rained so, like, it leaked so bad. And every time it rained, the leaks got even worse. And it was spreading throughout the house, mostly the old part of the house, which is nearly 100 years old. It was starting to leak in the new part of the house too. We could see like leak stain marks in the inside of the house, like the ceiling was starting to like get yellow spots. So we decided it was time to get a new metal roof for the whole thing. So another reason we decided to get this metal roof was to get a better price on homeowners insurance. So where to start? We had no idea how much a metal roof would cost. So we started with 3 estimates, and we wanted to hire a local company instead of some major corporation. We wanted to stay local with the business, and we called around and actually found like the supply company for the local area. And this roof supply company had contacts of several roofers. So I called them, we got 3 estimates, and that just gave us a starting point of how much we would need cash to pay for the metal roof, just to give us an idea of how much we needed. So then we started saving. It took us about 13 months to save for this roof, and along the way we decided we could go ahead and replace the roof on our double wide trailer that we have by the pool. So we have that for family and things. That needed a new roof too, so we decided to go ahead and replace that roof as well. So to stay motivated, I went to debtfreecharts.com and I printed out a motivational chart, so as we went along I could highlight it. And this really kept us on track and focused because it was right there in your face, like where you're at with your goal. 15 months to get close to what we thought it would cost about. And so when we got close to that number, we got another 3 estimates. Didn't have to be the same people. One of them was the same, point of contact, but we got 3 estimates. And the great thing about this whole thing is that we didn't have to go with the cheapest option. We were able to go with the best contractor. So the contractor that, explained it really well, gave us options, explained how he was going to do it. There's like this one part of our roof that was really long on one side. And one of the contractors explained that he had to do it in sections. And this was over the old kitchen that had really bad leaks. and we didn't want that roof to be, you know, parsed out in pieces. You couldn't do like one whole long piece of metal over this part of the roof. So for that reason, we were like, no, you know, that's just going to create issues later with leaks and stuff. But we were able to find a contractor that could do it all like in one long piece of roof. And he explained like the insulation underneath and all the colors and how he was going to attach it to the roof. And it was great. When I was talking to this contractor, I was explaining to him that we were going to pay in cash, and I needed to know like how we would give him the money for this roof in cash, which is cash. I keep saying that because it was so awesome that we paid that much for the roof. But so he accepted money orders or checks. The pool house I paid in money order, and then for the roof I paid in with a check. So for the pool house, I paid him in money orders after he completed that project. So he finished it, and then I paid him in money orders. And then for the house, I paid him half once he had all the materials on the ground. Before he started, I paid him half. And then when he finished, I paid him the other half. And he gave me an invoice, like an estimate, before he even started. And I got like a list of all the materials. I made a copy of that. And I kept all of the leftover insulation and metal. It wasn't too much left over, but there was enough that we could build something else with it, because it's, you know, it's metal, and whatever we wanted to do, it would match the roof. So I thought it was a good idea to keep it. So this contractor had a team of, part of it was his family, part of it was just, you know, other people working for him. But one of the people he had a drone, and we live kind of in the middle of nowhere. And he said he was gonna fly over and get like aerial shots of the house. So I'll share those with you guys, and all the before and after photos towards the end of the video. So all in all, this was the most I've spent on something like cash flowed. Paying off debt aside, like that's paying off things you've already received and you're just paying in payments. This project was the most money I've ever saved, like had cash at one time. And it was intimidating in a good way. Like I had to check myself sometimes and stay focused. And I had one sinking fund designated just for roof fund. And it was kind of like every time I was tempted to spend some money, it would rain, and then I'd have to get the buckets out in the kitchen. So it kind of kept me on track that way too. It was intimidating to look at the estimates in the beginning and be like, oh dang, I've got to save nearly $20,000 in cash. How am I going to do that? It's going to take forever. But it really doesn't. Once you get focused, that's all you think about, especially when you really need it. You can cut out a lot that you don't even realize. And my mom helped me out. She had a couple lucky trips at the casino. She was able to contribute like a couple $1,000s here and there. But all in all, yeah, she was able to contribute maybe about $3,000. So that really helped out. And when you have people like me and her, we just like motivated each other to keep going. So are y'all saving for any big projects? What do you think about these techniques, and what do you think about metal roofs? I feel like metal roofs are starting to replace traditional shingle roofs. Even like trailers, like those mobile home, where you can buy a mobile home, I noticed that they're starting to put metal roofs on those mobile homes. When I'm deployed, I'm going to post videos if I can, when I can, if the Wi-Fi is good enough. The Wi-Fi I have right now is actually better than what I have at home. So that's awesome. And if you guys have any questions, I'll answer them if I can. I can't disclose specifics about deployments. My quarantine right now is pretty strict, but I can go outside at a designated spot and exercise and, you know, I have nothing to complain about. I'm getting paid to essentially do nothing with awesome Wi-Fi and you guys. So take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.